June forecast, and I am so thankful to say that this is going to be a much better month to talk about than my May forecast was. It was a very difficult month. It just seemed like everything kept pulling us into the past. This month is nothing like this. It just seems like this month everything is going to pull us into the future, moving us forward, progression, happiness. It's just very benefic month, and I'm so happy to go into all the really amazing energy. So on June 2nd, we have a full moon in Sagittarius, and that's going to be in your 4th house. So this is something to do with your home and family, something to do with your relationship with your mother. This has something to do with maybe a real estate issue. And it's going to be in Sagittarius, so this is something that you're going to need to research out. It's going to involve the higher mind. It's going to involve just looking at everything up from a larger perspective than you're normally used to. Now, it's not to say that you don't really relate well to using your mind in the capacity like this, because you are a very elevated thinker. However, Neptune in this particular moon is going to be squaring off in Pisces with the Sun in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini, and Mars in Gemini. So it's going to be squaring your ruler. And so today you might feel off. There might be a family situation that sets you off and doesn't make you feel good. It could be something that's been building for a while, and all of a sudden you just get sick of it, and it's like, okay, here's where I'm at with this, and there could be just a final resolution to that. Anytime that you have a full moon, it is just, it means that there's an ending to that particular type of situation, or a cumulative energy that is the buildup. So it could be a conversation, it could be a resolution, or it could be just an ending. On June 5th, Mars, which is in your 10th house, is going to be in Gemini. It's going to sextile Jupiter in Leo, and Mercury in Gemini is going to sextile Jupiter in Leo. This is really, 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 really good energy. This is just sparkly, wonderful, happy energy. This just, you know what? When Gemini is in a good mood, Mercury is in a great mood. Mercury is your ruler. So you're just going to feel like the world is starting to go your way. The heaviness of what you have been going through in the past is getting better in your life. Uranus in Aries is also going to be sextiling Mars in Gemini. So this just means to me that there's just going to be a lot of support about whatever you passionately want. Conversations are going to go well, although Mercury is still in retrograde, guys. I think it's going to take some of the heat off of the confusion. It's not going to be quite so hardcore. I do think for the most part, I mean, except for today seemed like the worst day of the Mercury retrograde for me personally. But I just think that we're going to see that even with Mercury in retrograde, things are going to go really well. So then on the 8th, we have the Sun and Jupiter is going to be in the 4th house. And again, this is in your home and family. The Sun in Gemini is going to be sextiling Jupiter. This whole day is full of nothing but sextiles. You've got Jupiter and the Sun and Mars, and you've got Uranus and Aries, and you've got, it's all sextiling. So this is just a great day for passionately moving forward with things, for feeling confident, for, talking them through, for expansion, for looking at things on a broad scale, for hopes, dreams, wishes. Great time to make, a board that just, like a vision board where you're just putting all your ideas out there, because truly, honestly, this is a month of generating some of those dreams, making your future happen. It's just a very, very beautiful energy. And then on the 10th, we have the Sun in Gemini is going to be sextiling Jupiter in Leo. This day is another day just full of nothing but beautiful, harmonious energy. And it's a day, I say get out, mix and mingle on these days. This is a day when literally anything can happen. You can just strike oil, essentially, in your life. And so you really want to get out there and mix and mingle and shine in a way that a Virgo can. Like, you just have a charm about you, and it can be seen today. And then on the 11th, Mercury goes direct. Your ruling planet goes direct. Now, I want you to wait if you're going to buy a big purchase, or if you need to start communicating about something, or if you want to, get your life going, forward. You've been patient long enough. This is actually not the day to do it, because Neptune is going to go into retrograde at the same time. And so I would wait until like around the 13th for you guys to push forward and to feel really confident again. And, you're going to get more energy. You're not going to feel so slowed down anymore. You're going to just feel, incredibly revitalized. Then on the 14th, we have another wonderful benefic day. Absolutely fantastic. We have in your 11th house. So this is going to be in how you socialize, how you network yourself, how you go out there. It's going to be in friendships. You're going to have the Sun in Gemini and Mars in Gemini. You're going to have it sextile Uranus and Aries. So anything can happen, something unexpected, something regarding love could truly come from all of this, or something could come back from your past, and, you could see an old family member. I mean, there's just so much that goes into this energy, because everything is at play. And, I really want you to know that Mercury in Gemini is going to be sextiling Venus in Leo. Your ruler is going to be sextiling. So that could mean love. It could mean something comes your way. This is a love month for a lot of people. I really believe this has the potential of finally meeting those people that you just connect with and get on that level. Then on the 16th, we have a new moon in Gemini in your 10th house. This new moon in Gemini is just, honestly, it's so incredibly beautiful. Like, I can't even describe how beautiful it's going to be, because for you, I think it'll go well. I do. I think Gemini and I think Virgos are going to have a wonderful new moon. It has the potential to have some squaring off energy in it, because the moon, are not squaring off, but some opposition, because the moon in Gemini is going to be quincunxing the Saturn in Scorpio. And let me tell you why. On the 14th, on that beautiful benefic day, Saturn goes from being in Sagittarius and it goes into Scorpio. So there was an issues from back in October of 2012 and then all of 13 and 14 that you were going through. And it's a chance to revisit those. Now, if you've revisited them, if you've done all your work, this is a chance for Saturn to become benefic. If you have not done the work during this time frame, then it's a time where it could be a terrible, terrible time in your life. So I just want to really forewarn you of that. Now, although I see this new moon as being a good moon, I do want to throw out the chance that it does have the potential. And I'll do daily energy readings on these to see how I really feel the energy play out in the end. And then on the 21st, we have the summer solstice, and in the southern hemisphere, it's going to be the winter solstice. And I just want to wish all of you guys who are daddies out there a happy, happy Father's Day. And on the 22nd, we have Jupiter in Leo is going to be trining Uranus and Aries. I really like this. This is going to be in your 9th house. Now, your new moon was in your 10th house, right? This is going to be in your 9th house. So I really think that through mix and mingling, it could be through some travel that you meet people. It could mean through some expansive type of opportunity that you get ahead. And then on the 23rd, Mercury in Gemini squares off with Neptune in Pisces. This is just a bad day. It has the potential to go very bad. And the reason why is the moon in Scorpio is going to be squaring off with the sun with your sun in Cancer. So there's just all this inner turmoil and watery energy, and they're going to be opposing each other. It's going to make you highly sensitive. It's going to, dive into some areas in your past that just doesn't feel particularly good. And then, but we'll talk more about that in the dailies. And then on the 28th, we have Venus with it, which is in your 12th house, is in Leo. Now, anytime that it's in your 12th house, it means what goes on behind the scenes. So maybe this is a romance, maybe this is something having to do with a creative project that you work on behind the scenes. You're not quite ready to reveal, but it's going to trine Uranus. It will be successful. It doesn't mean that you have to make everybody see it. What goes on between you and somebody else, or what goes on in your mind, and what goes on in that type of thinking, it's not for everybody to see, because you know what? At times, when we unveil is when we've really, really had some time to rationally take a look at everything and make sure that's what we really want. Now, I want to thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner. I do put out daily horoscope and energy readings, so I will go into this in more detail. And I hope you have a fantastic month, and I look forward to talking to you again next month.